This is gonna start something new. This is episode 1 of my New York Rangers franchise simulation mode. I waited for a little while to actually start these episodes because I wanted to get into my franchise a few seasons in. As you see, I'm in the season 2025-26. I've been having a lot of good success so far. I went from that kind of retool Ranger team that is entering, this year, to what they are now. I've made many draft pick trades. I've made many moves for some prospects. I got signed a few up and coming guys, veteran status wise. In Sagan, I have now, which he's been my front guy, my top guy for probably about 3 straight years now, point wise, playing top minutes, top line, top power play minutes. But I'm going to just quickly run down what this current Ranger team looks like 5 years after what the season actually started as. So with that said, a little rundown, really quick, a little history. Last year, I made it over to the Stanley Cup. I lost to Edmonton in Game 6. I made it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2022-23. Lost the Eastern Conference Finals. So I have yet to hoist the cup with this team, but I'm basically in a win now mode. Let me show you why. Let's go to my lines. We're going to just view lines right now. Except I went to the wrong screen, I believe. So this is what the Ranger squad looks like right now. From we'll go forward to defense to goalies. Now, this first line is my go. This is where my points come from. Every single game for the most part. My wingers, both draft picks. Krebs, I drafted 2000. I want to say 2021. I drafted him. First round draft pick in 2019. All right, he's been a top guy for this Ranger squad for about two straight years, not 3 straight years. Once he developed into an elite status player, I want to show you his points. So since coming to the NHL, this is what he's done. 34 points, 60 points, 71 points, 70 points, 81 points. He's been basically surplusing every single season. So I'm only looking for better things, and the kid's only 24 years old. Moving over, we have Sagan centering these two, and he's been lighting the lamp. I mean, I acquired him off free agency, I believe, 21-22, and I mean, look at the points this guy gets every year. He's my go-to guy. Then to the right of those, we have Joey Lowe, who I drafted 2 years ago in the first round. Let's go back to him really quick. Yeah, 2023 first round draft pick. This was actually a pick I traded for. I can't remember the exact trade, but I did trade for this pick where I drafted him. It was I scouted very smartly this year to find this guy, but I'm very happy with getting him in the draft in the first round. Let's check out his points real quick. I know he put up a solid amount last year. Yeah, I mean, first year in the NHL, he comes out with 85 points. This year, in 27 games, he has 35 points. So, he's on pace to eclipse his 85 point total from last season. Now, his playoff stats last year, before he got hurt, was 17 games, 16 goals, 5 assists. Unfortunately, he got hurt in Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals against Edmonton, and it completely screwed everything up for me. I was up 2-0 to Edmonton in Stanley Cup Finals. All of a sudden, he gets hurt. Game 3 rolls around, and Edmonton comes back 3 straight games and beats me in Game 6. So this guy could potentially be my number 1 once Sagan leaves. He's easily number 2. But I'm not going to break down the lines like that. I just want to show you the top line. Second line, we got Zibanejad winging our right wing. We got DeBrincat, which was free agent pickup. Was it free agent pickup? I can't remember if it was a trade or free agent pickup. Anyhow, nonetheless, I like to rotate between where he goes between the third line and the second line. I got so much flexibility in this lineup that I could literally play DeBrincat in the fourth line and still have guys come up that can produce points almost equally. So, I mean, this whole team, I went draft heavy early on, and that's why I stand so strong with the young kids with high ratings as of right now. Then I've just signed Vechinov last season off free agency, which was nice. Yeah, he's 29 now, but I signed him to what did I sign him to? 6.3 deal for 3 years. I think that was a good signing. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not the right guy. I signed him to a 7.5 deal for 4 years. Still think that's a good deal due to his age. He's only 29. I'm going to have him until he's 33. And he's an elite sniper, which I greatly needed a sniper. So, he was a great pickup for me heading into this season, because I'm shooting for that cup again. I'm shooting for it with this team. Another draft pick, Nolan Foote. Another draft pick, Alan Crane. This could be another elite. Well, I mean, obviously elite, but could be another top guy for me probably next year. I think I just drafted him. I mean, he's only 19. He's rated 84. I could have swore I just drafted him. Yeah, this is his first season in the NHL. I mean, look at his numbers he put up in the QMJHL. I mean, seriously. Nasty. I'm hoping that next year I could slide him up to that second line, depending what's going on with Zibanejad. I may actually try flipping Zibanejad for a better forward, depending what happen, better defenseman, depending what happens with this guy. Because if this guy could slide into number 2, and I could maybe roll over Zibanejad for a top 4 defenseman, I'm probably going to do it. I mean, he looks insane. So yeah, that's how my third line. That's only my third line. Insane. Then obviously we got Lias Anderson winging them. I know he's a center, but I mean, looking at the offensive stats, Crane's an 80, and I believe Anderson is a 70-something, if I remember correctly, 79. I mean, I could go back and forth between these guys. I may move Crane up depending where we stand after the trade deadline this year to see how he produces on the second roll. Maybe give him some power play minutes also. And then fourth line, we got Buchnevich. We got Felipe. Philippe Chatel. And Ned Donnelly, was a draft pick, but he's kind of becoming a little bit of a bust. He was a first rounder for me, I believe. Yeah, he was my 2020 first rounder, drafted 21st overall. I had higher hopes than this. He has kind of slowed down, but I'm still hoping that he could maybe hit 84, 85. He's potential to top 6. So he still has room for growth, still has room for improvement. I'm hoping we could get him to an 84, 85 minimal. But as you see, he's not really doing much this year. He's only been playing 10 or 11 minutes. And 27 games, he only has 13 points. So I've given him many chances last season to play in the top line next to Sagan. I had Panarin for a while. Until last year, I decided not to re-sign him. But with that said, he really didn't produce the points I expected him to playing with top guys. So I really had no choice to slide him down. Still a great depth player for now. Defense looks like this. We have Shea with Darnell Nurse, who I just signed off free agency this year. Zelicki. Now, all my defense is fairly young for the most part. Niedermaki is 22. Zelicki's 23. Hijek's 27. Honk's 30, Nurse is 30, and Shay's 31. So no one clips 31, so I'm happy about that. I had these guys for quite a while, which is good. I have a good, strong defensive core, and I have a lot of prospects. I'm going to show you the prospects very quickly coming up as well. So, yeah, let's go to the goalies real quick. I don't know why Jones is batting back up. Okay, so we have Jones, who is another person I just signed this year. I took a gamble with him. I desperately needed an unknown goalie to make another cup run. He got me to the cup last year. Signed him 2 years ago to a 4-year deal. I have him for 2 more years after this year. Yes, he's 35, but if he could maintain, 82, 83-ish, then it was a solid signing. I'm hoping we can push for another cup this year with him in net and see what happens. That's how the Rangers look right now. We have the AHL looking like this. Now you're going to realize that a lot of young kids, a lot of high potential here. I have a bright future with this team, so I'm looking forward to it. Carter Torres, age 24. He's already 76. Howden's basically just a death player right now. I'm not looking much from him. He's just the top guy in the NHL, helping these young kids grow. So yeah, he's not doing much anything else other than that. Then you got Joakim Allen, 23 years old. He's already 78. Ty Ronning, 28, 75 overall. Artem Bobkov, 74 overall. He's also 23. Josh Williams, 24. He's 75. These kids have a lot of potential. Top 9 here. Then Artem Bokov's an elite potential. Tyron is top 9. He's a little up there in age. Carter Torres is a top 6. Joakim Allen is a top 6. I did have an elite playing that I just drafted, I believe. Valentenko's a top 9. Manlow's a top 6. Only 22. Did I not have one? Here we go. This is Antonio Garin. He's an elite status, 75 overall, only 23. Hoping expecting good growth from him. In fact, you know what we will do? Let's swap these two. Let's see how that works. Let's go to defense real quick. So defense is looking like this. Very solid. Lots of youth. Lots of talent out here. I'm really looking forward to see what Bulago can do here. He's an elite status, 79 overall, only 22. High hopes for him. Who else do I have high hopes for, really? You have Lundqvist, top 6 potential, so hoping he can grow to that. That would help me drastically. Then I have 3 guys that I have yet to figure out their rating, but he's a top 6, Quirk. Alright, so that's what the Ranger squad's looking like. That's what the Hartford Wolfpacks look like. As you see, we have a lot of depth in the organization. I want to be contenders for a while. I don't want to go into a rebuild. I want to continue to just retool the team. Continue to at least contend for a postseason spot. If I absolutely have to tank 1 year to maybe get a good draft pick, by all means, I'll push for trading for some more draft picks, maybe in 5 years or so. But right now, this is the time where I'm shooting for the Cup. Like I said, last year I went to the Cup Finals, lost to Edmonton. 2 years before that, I went to the Eastern Conference Finals. So this is the team I have to go to the Cup with. I'm poised to do it, and I really hope that we could. I do have to work in net, though, with my prospects. Prospects aren't the greatest right now. I may have to look for a trade eventually. Alright. So that's where we stand now. Let's look at the point getters for this year so far. So far, we're holding a 15-12-0 record, which is good. We started out slow. We started out actually pretty bad. Let me look at the past 10. You'll be able to see. So the past 10, we started out we're 8-2 in the last 10. So if you do the math, you realize that our start was basically under 500. The past 2 weeks we really turned it up, and we went on a very good streak. So I'm hoping that continues, and the momentum is slowly skyrocketing at this point. One of my problems that I really want to improve the power play. Not bad, 17.6. But I would like to improve it to maybe get closer to 20. But like I said, 17.6 is not bad. Penalty kill is pretty solid. Is actually very solid for the division, second best. So I can't complain about the penalty kill. So the lines are right on point. I don't want to change the lines. Goals for per game, gotta get up there. We got, we're in the basically end of the pack in the Metropolitan Division. I would like to be closer to, I would like to be above 3 per game. That would be ideal. But obviously that's not as easy. So we will try to get there. And goals against, where do we stand? Goals against is actually very high. That is something we need to improve. I may have to swap around some of my defensive men, play around with some lines to get that to improve, but we will simulate the next. Let's see here. Alright, so let's go to a. Right now we're sitting in 6th, 1 away from the wild card. Philadelphia Flyers hold that last wild card with 33 points. We're only behind 3 points. And the Penguins lead the division with 37 points. This division's wide open. It's anyone's division, so you can't even sit here and say we're out of it or we're even in it. So let's go to the calendar. What we're going to do is we shall sim. Where do we stand right here? Okay, so we start the month strong. Beat Carolina 5-4. Beat Boston 3-2, and beat Winnipeg 4-3. None of those teams exactly had a great record per se. Carolina had a 15-9-4 record, pretty good. Boston, not much. And Winnipeg, not much. So now, looking forward, we got Arizona. Calgary looks strong this year, 18-9-3. We got the Sharks they should be easy to beat, 9-17-5. Then we got Buffalo, 8-17-4. Nashville, 8-19-2. Carolina again, 15-9-4. Islanders, 11-13-4. Ottawa, 16-9-6. Detroit, 12-11-5. We want to end the month with Washington sitting at 14-12-1, and Nashville at 8-19-2. Overall, we should come out of this month way above 500. We already started the month 3-0. We should end the month with a minimal of 3 to 4 losses. Our toughest opponents are going to be Calgary and Carolina, and everyone else is way below 500. So let's get this going. We will sim until the 31st, and let's see what happens. Alright. Arizona, 5-2 win. Very nice. Calgary, 3-1 loss. Okay. Sharks, 6-3 win. Very good. So far, that's what I'm expecting. 3-1 win Buffalo. Got to beat Nashville. Got to beat nice. 3-2 win Nashville. Carolina's a tough one. Nice. We beat Carolina. Good. And we beat the Islanders 4-2. 5-2 win against Ottawa. Very good. 4-2 win against Detroit. 4-3 win against Capitals. And 5-4 against Nashville. So that ends the month of December. Merry Christmas. But with that said, we go into the new year with a 25-13-0 record. We just went on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We went 13-1 in the month of December. 13-1. We're going to bounce out. We're going to check out our stats for... And look at this. Because we went 13-1 in December, look where the New York Rangers stand. We're 25-13-0, 50 points. We topped the Metropolitan Division, not by much. I mean, like I said, you got the Jackets, 49 points. The Penguins, 48 points. The Hurricanes, 45. The Flyers, 45. Capitals, Devils, and Islanders all are a good amount behind me. So I'm not worried about them. You still got quite a few teams right behind me. We have 9-1-0 in the last 10 games. It's a beautiful month. Beautiful month. Alright, so here we are. January 1st, this is where the team stands. We got, look at this, this is insane. Look at my top line. Joey Lowe, 26 goals, 28 assists, 54 points, plus 18. You got Tyler Seguin, 23 goals, 31 assists, 54 points, plus 19. Peyton Krebs, 6 goals, 48 assists. He's an assist machine, a playmaking machine. 54 points, plus 23. That is insane. Following them, what a drastic dip. You got DeBrincat with 26 points, Zibanejad with 18 points, Shea with 18, Donnelly with 17, Vechkinov with 16, Crane with, man, I really need this set. I got no secondary scoring at all. I'm going to have to change that up, but I don't want to move anything yet because we're winning. So we're going to leave everything as is. Jones is having an amazing season. Jones is 29 games playing, 19 wins. He has a .915 save percentage, 2.52 goals against. Alright, very solid. Alright, so back it out. Check the Hartford Wolfpack out, how they doing. So the Hartford Wolfpack is 27-6. The Rangers organization all around is looking great. Can't complain about that. And Joakim Allen is leading them with 31 points. Nice. Alright, this is beautiful. Let's check out. This is what the draft class is looking like right now. Demetrius Smith-Pelly, Parker Gavin. I'm sending I gotta do some scouting. I have slack on scouting. Alright, it's time to start scouting, but I'm going to leave that for another episode. I'm going to do the next episode I'm going to start sending my scouts all over. I should have did that last month, but I just got tied up with making sure my team was getting on the right track. I'll end this with, let me see here. Russia, SHL, DHL, OHL. Can we move one of these guys from the OHL to somewhere else? A+, you see any A's, even B's? US West isn't bad. This guy, A+, OHL, A+. Alright. It's not the end of the world. Alright. I'm gonna close it off with that. This was the month of December, heading into the new year. The Rangers sit once again at a 25-13-0 record, top of the Metro, looking to once again clinch another playoff berth and hopefully go to the Cup this year and win it all. It's my goal. That's what I need to do. 6 years into the franchise, made a lot of moves early on to get my team, to get the Rangers to where they are now, to becoming from a retool team to a Stanley Cup favorite team. And you tune back in next video, and we will take over the month of January, and that video will go all the way to the trade deadline, and you will get to see exactly what direction the Rangers go with the deadline, who we decide to actually sell at the deadline to push us even closer to that Cup, if we sell anybody. So I'm actually unsure about even moving anyone. I may potentially move that 2026 first rounder, possibly, to maybe acquire a little more depth down at D, where I could get maybe a top 4, top 6 defenseman. So stay tuned. Tune into the next show, the next video, and let's see what happens through January, February, March, all the way to the training deadline. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a good one all.